That's one of the things. I've put how you can use different styles that praise different employees. So isn't there like X and Y employees, isn't there? Types?
Yeah.
You have that.
Yeah.
So like, obviously you motivate. Well, just with motivation and stuff. You obviously different managers, different styles can motivate them in different ways and stuff.
Well, basically, I had a look at some of the YouTube videos that they were posting and things, sort of looked how we could put it into a sort of DVD format. And the best idea is sort of, we say, okay, this is how autocratic would work, and then you sort of do a role play situation in the DVD, which will explain how to resolve the conflicts the best way and stuff like that. So I think that's one of the better ways of doing the DVD in terms of that. So. Unless anyone else has got some other ideas.
Or it's quite easy to do as well, then you can have a clip for each different one as well.
Yeah, and it'd be short, brief, wrap it off.
So at least I know how to do
There was, when I was looking up like the different leadership styles, there was like an example. So say for paternity, I don't know if has anyone seen The Office? Apparently the guy in the office is like, the manager in that is like an example of a paternalistic. No, this was on like someone's blog or something. As an example of paternalistic, so maybe we can try and like use a few like examples and things like that. And I think that makes it a little bit more interesting as well. Otherwise, it could be a really boring video.
Yeah, that's very true.
Are we going to be talking about all management styles in the video?
I was just saying, I think if we just pick the four main ones, maybe we don't need to go into subcategories. I mean, it is.
We can mention them, and we can maybe say a little bit more about it when we actually have the presentation.
Yeah.
But we don't have to go too deeply, because then
we don't really have enough time to do that, do we?
No, because the video itself is what, only 5 minutes.
Maybe make it clear that we know they're there, and we do know that they are important, but obviously the time.
It says development of appropriate management styles, so I mean maybe we've got to talk about sort of how you could do things better as a management style.
And recognise where which one works.
One of the YouTube videos was like they did a role play and then
is that the sumo?
I can't remember if it was sumo.
Basically, did you watch that? Did anyone watch that one?
No.
The sumo wrestlers.
Yes, it was that one. It was that one indeed. Yeah. Basically, they said what went wrong and then they role played it again and said this is how you do it better. So I don't know, maybe wasn't that? Is anyone?
So isn't the development, isn't that sort of how to be like that rather than what they're like? So rather than a description of what that type of manager, don't you think we need to say how you could be that type of manager?
Yeah.
More than what they actually are.
What you're saying is you're doing the role play, doing the wrong stuff, and then doing the right
so
stuff.
That's how you. So that's how you develop it.
How do you know what's wrong and right though?
So then you do kind of recognise how.
Well, I definitely know.
Yeah, I think we
like,
just need to make sure we get that message across.
Different industries have to, are more prone to having different types of management styles.
Yeah.
So like if you're like I put here like if you're if you're a banking manager, then you're very more democratic because you give your staff like more delegation stuff. Yeah. If you're a construction manager, then your employees just do what you say. You know what I mean?
I know, yeah.
It's a very autocratic way of, because you're obviously not going to give them much.
We're just to bring you in. We're raising the point that different industries have different needs for different management styles. So I mean, it's not just right and wrong. It's sort of we've got to think about how we can incorporate that into the rest of the video. Because I mean, obviously we're making a kind of vague video, just developing management styles. We can't just say these are the right ones.
We can't say this is right and that.
Maybe we should focus on just a couple of just pick a couple of industries.
Pick a couple of industries, yeah.
Just thinking about it, isn't it?
No, it's a good thought. So, I mean, yeah.
This is, perhaps we should incorporate like a recession or something.
Yeah, because it does say that this product's come about because of
recession.
Yeah.
Also, so then maybe there might be financial benefits of using different management styles.
Yeah, that's good.
Because like, obviously if you're democratic, then it might be more expensive like training and stuff. Because you have to train your like employees to have the skills to like manage more stuff.
And you link it back to like your motivation, can't you? How, more motivated staff hopefully is going to be better for your company.
That's good, yeah, I like that idea.
call give everyone else a ring, maybe.
Give everyone else a ring.
Or
So
just, is that Antonio?
Antonio.
Is that what he is?
Yeah, I'll do it. Somewhere.
Maybe she doesn't remember the room.
Well, everyone's always really confused because it says that we're supposed to come at an hour later, isn't it? We're meant to have like an hour's break. So no one's actually sure if we're meant to come straight here or...
No, you're not supposed to have an hour's break.
No, but it says,
it says on our timetables for us that we're meant to have an hour's break. So everyone's always so confused whether we're meant to...
Rejected saying we can't ignore everything.
yeah, but not everyone will either.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 9 till 12.
Yeah.
The only confusion for you guys is that we're supposed to
Hey
have
Antonio,
lecture
it's
till
Ralph,
11.
just from
And then
I'm
here,
just wondering whether you're about or you're
12.
going to be able to come in or...
So I was hanging around in the lecture room.
Oh.
You did?
Didn't matter.
Okay.
I thought, because
I
the only reason
No,
I
I
was
haven't
late
for some
last
reason,
week
but
was
I'll
because
double
we
check
had
and then...
tests and everything.
Together, yeah.
So I didn't really think
No,
that
that's
was
officially our room. But
Okay.
then if this is free, which it is, before then, you may as well just come straight here in future. There's no point in moving rooms. So why are you talking to Antonio?
Yeah.
Have you clarified what roles everybody's taking?
Yeah.
Can you fill me in on that?
No, okay, no worries, I'm sure it's just a problem with my phone. So
He
okay.
sent us an email, didn't he, to everyone? So...
I'm marketing manager.
Okay,
You are.
no worries, don't worry about it.
And then,
So Julie's
were you
marketing.
finance?
I'm on finance.
Here, we've got the list
I'm
here.
technical
Okay,
staff.
that's...
As it says, yeah.
Where is it? On
Victor's the director.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Victor's the director, yeah.
Antonio's editorial.
Okay, no worries, get better soon. Right,
Okay.
bye.
Elliot's research.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl's
She sent me a message at
finance.
6 this morning
Yeah.
saying she was ill.
I'm personnel.
Right.
Is that everybody?
That's everybody.
Okay.
Shall I write that down?
What?
I'll email.
I'll post
Well,
it
he's
on.
already
Yeah.
sent the email with that. Where is she?
She's ill apparently,
Oh, okay.
so she won't be able to come in. That's
Okay.
all. But yeah.
What's the rest of that?
But there's no point coming now anyways, like...
It takes what, half an hour?
Yeah.
I know it's true, but I was just saying whether she had given me any notice or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually did. So.
Yeah.
my
Or
friend's
maybe
not
if
working.
we do kind of decide who's doing what this
Yeah.
hour, we can send them.
She said she's going to send some work in about 10 minutes or whatever. So just check.
Yeah.
Then okay. Sorry, whereabouts were we? What were we discussing?
We're talking about the
She-
room.
Yeah, I can't remember what we said just before she
You ran
sent
Antonio,
it.
so I came in.
Oh,
The
okay.
other thing, while I've distracted you flow anyway, the MBTI, was anyone not in the lectures?
I wasn't.
Okay. Yeah, I know you were.
I know it's not an excuse, but I managed to lose my car keys and I just
Oh,
couldn't get here. So
dear.
yeah.
Okay, you might have to wait until Friday to get the lecture notes.
Yep.
But when you do that, you need to look at those lecture notes really carefully. Forget the results of the questionnaire and try to think for yourself when you read the little stories that are in the lecture handouts. Think for yourself where you think your preferences might lie. And then compare those with the results of the questionnaire and see what sort of synergies. What Jeff did say is you can choose not to share your results with each other because it's private and it's for you, or you can share them if you think it might add some value to the team dynamic.
These are the little stories.
Yeah, lots of little stories. So
I'm halfway through, so
it really brings it to life, I think, doesn't it? Sort of really makes you think because you get the little stories about what you do, where, and things like, do you pack your suitcase the night before you go on holiday, or do you have it all done a week before? And a lot of it resonates with you, and you think, oh yeah, that's me. And so you might decide that some of those preferences are slightly different from the ones that you discovered when you did the questionnaire. Also, questionnaires are not necessarily set in stone, and depending on how you're feeling at the time, the questionnaire results can be skewed. So this is like a sort of control mechanism for you to think as well about where your preferences might lie. Next week you've got to give me a poster about...
Yeah. What sort of stuff's got to be in there? Because I mean, all it says in here is just a visual account of what you've done what needs
Should
to
we
go
make
to.
like
Yeah.
a plan?
Yeah, it's like a task analysis really.
Okay.
You know, a project plan.
So what I'm saying is you don't need any of the sort of the sociograms or pictograms.
No,
None
not
of
at all. Not at all. So maybe a poster size, maybe a flip chart size, just what you've done so far, what progress you've made, what you've still got to do, maybe some timelines, maybe some deadlines.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
We should
That's all.
maybe make a plan.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Make a plan.
Make a plan.
Okay, of what needs to be done.
Yeah, and who needs to do what and stuff.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we need some content so I can actually start like allocating some tasks. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I can't just say you, because you're finance manager, look at the finance when we've got nothing to
No, that's very
base it
true.
on.
Yeah, I had a look at it. But
Yeah.
without anything to
But
put
what
in.
if we all kind of look into it with the kind of view of what we are, and then a meeting on Sunday, for example, or isn't that what we said?
Look at what I am.
Yeah, it doesn't
Do you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
wouldn't really work.
Okay, that's
I don't think.
Yeah. We've got to have some.
But it's difficult to kind of research everything together as well.
But what I'm just saying is, if right now we pick what we want to go in the
Yeah.
video, so we want to talk about autocratic, democratic, those things. We all go away, research some of those, then we can start how we put them in the video, how we role play them, how we, that sort of situation. So, I mean, if we all wanted to sort of take a category, and let's say for a meeting on Sunday, we come up with ideas on that category. How would that suit everyone? Is that
Yeah.
Sounds good, yeah.
sounds good?
It's
Yeah.
fine, but I won't be able to attend the meeting on Sunday
You can
morning.
Sunday mornings, yeah.
I'm at home, but
You're at home and
I can-
then
I can send it.
If you can email some stuff, then yeah.
send it
That's great. So, has anyone got any preference on which one they want to take, democratic or autocratic?
Really don't mind.
Can I just come in?
Yeah.
Where's this theory from?
Where's the theory from?
What, just developing just the
Developing management style.
Where have you established that the management styles fit into these labels that you've just spouted out?
They were just
Previous courses we've
listed,
taken,
yeah.
previous
Whose
models.
theory?
Oh, I can't
Where
remember.
does the
Was it
theory
in a
come
book
from?
from one of my modules
what
from
management
last year?
styles.
I can't remember.
So you're all
It's in
agreeing
the
that
book.
there's autocratic, there's democratic, and we remember what I said to you in week 2.
Yeah.
You've got to be a lot more sophisticated than this.
Yeah.
Should we have a-
You know, has anyone looked at Hay McBurr's studies, which are more recent? Has anyone looked at Goldman's 6 classifications of management stroke leadership styles? So I'm imploring you
Yeah.
not to go off on this
Yeah.
very, very basic tangent of autocratic, laissez-faire, democratic. And I'm sorry to be, I don't
No,
pull
no,
punches.
I agree.
I am actually telling you, you
Just
will
the
not
way.
get a brilliant mark if you do first year stuff,
Yeah.
which is what
It is,
we're
yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about.
after the first year book.
So what I would do is I'd get up on that whiteboard, somebody, and I'd start brainstorming. What the heck does appropriate management styles mean? What do we want to frame this whole product by? Rather than I'll go off and research what an autocratic leader does, and I'll go off and research what a democratic leader does.
Yeah.
I do think you've got to lift the level of the research before you even begin to start thinking about filming.
Okay. Right. I suppose.
Okay.
That's what you told.
That's all that, but I'm not telling you
But we
that.
don't know any.
It would be kind of hard to
We don't know what
brainstorm
kind of
now
brain
because
cells.
We
Yeah.
haven't done enough research. to
we've done
brainstorm
very
about
much
it.
about it. So
Okay, well what sort of area do you want to pitch this product in? I mean, who's marketing?
Hmm?
No, you're not marketing. You're
Yes,
marketing.
I am.
So what sort of area? Where's your market? Who are you targeting this to? Where are you targeting it? Maybe you brainstorm that sort of approach
Okay.
before you look at the nitty gritty of what the content is.
Yeah.
I think you need a framework first.
Yeah.
So some sort of parameter within which to then do the research. It's just a lot more talk, really.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
at all. opening up, you know.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Well, they're on the pencil of the board, so I suppose we'll just have to.
Yeah, we can brainstorm here.
We can do it here, yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, where are we going to mark it there then? Which sort of.
Kind of.
It's in the recession, so just think maybe unemployed as an idea. Well,
I was just going to start with that.
should just put those down.
Well, we need to sort of pick of an industry maybe, whether we're going to go sort of, I don't know, like the services aside, because we talked about earlier how different management styles are.
Change within different industries.
So we could sort of pick let's just type industry here.
If it's a small scale, kind of like managers with not very many.
We may have to look into more than one type of industry because different types of industries requires different type of industry.
Do the opposites, can't we? Like one extreme.
We can do two different ones and then maybe one that's kind of, in between two.
Yeah, so we've just got two industries, well, comparable industries maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, we do need to talk about the recession because obviously this has developed because of the recession. Any other ideas?
How are we going to market it? Like how are we going to sell our products sort of thing?
Yeah, we need to think because we are actually a company trying to sell this product, so we've got to think.
Maybe like is there like a niche in the market? Is there like a way we can?
Is there someone who's already really big within this market?
Yeah. I know I went to an entrepreneur thing. You know, like the Brooks entrepreneur thing.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's like a millionaire. He makes his money just by like consulting, like I don't know, can't actually remember what he does, but like he just goes to big businesses like Barclays and stuff, and he like tells them how to work better, sort of. It's really weird, but he's just made loads of money out of it because obviously.
Isn't that kind of what the guy we had last year did? Do you remember the funny one in that building there?
Oh, Pryor.
Yeah.
John Pryor. Yeah, because he's not actually a lecturer, he's just a.
Yeah. He said that he was kind of advising.
Yeah, I think he's like an IT consultant or something, but he like goes into like Barclays. He went into like Barclays and stuff, and like helps them to and they pay him like loads of money because obviously they want to get better at that sort of thing.
What are we going to fit management theories in?
Sorry.
What are we going to fit like management theories in?
Sorry.
In that graph that you're saying there.
Where are we going to fit the management theories?
Because you're going to have to base the whole thing into theories, you know. You can ideas, you know.
We kind of need to find what kind, like she said, what kind of theorists are out there, and
yeah, we don't actually know any theory. We don't even know any theories.
Because then, if we establish, I don't know, like kind of where we want it to be, like what kind of industry and stuff, I think that the theories will kind of, we'll see which one is more suitable. I think.
So what we need
then
to
if we stand here with no idea on who or what we're going to do it on, then anything could fit.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's too early on that right now just to say we'll base it on these two. Services.
That's what I mean. We need to establish loads of other things before.
I'll keep the ideas going then. Let's try. I know it's early Tuesday morning, but.
Maybe different countries, I don't know.
Yeah, because culture, yeah, that's good.
Culture differences or something.
That's not marketing, I suppose. How much is it gonna cost us?
Yeah.
To like produce our product.
Maybe it'll cost differently if we're doing it for different services or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So do we think we need to do it? Would it not be better to try and make it general, so across the board, rather than just do it to one specific industry or compare two industries?
Well, we're just going up, but
it does limit. If we do pick two, then it does limit our like market target audience, doesn't it? Yeah.
But then again, a general DVD wouldn't really work for everyone. That's the thing as well.
Would it be as helpful? You know, like would people be like, would a company buy like a general?
Or would they buy something that's more specific towards what they do? Yeah.
So then we need to strike the right balance between specific and vague, don't we? We need to sort of target like a general sector.
But it depends, you know, if a company wants one management style, you choose, you know, to try to teach all the managers to work in the same way.
Yeah.
So a general manager style would maybe work for a company that wants to set up one management style.
So you're saying we need to focus on just one management style or multiple?
No, I mean multiples, but you know, based on one idea.
Because surely the different management styles will fit different industries, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, maybe focus.
So it might be, I don't know, I just think it might be a little bit too...
Do we need to do we even need to have like talk about industries, or can we just talk about general like management styles?
Well, I think we're just going to end up with those sort of democratic, autocratic and things again, which are just apparently not up to date or whatever.
We definitely need to do more research.
Yeah.
I don't really think there was anything else. I thought
No, because honestly, when we discussed it here and I found it, I was like, yes, that's so good. And then I didn't really think about any of
it sounds weird.
Burst in bubble completely.
But you type in like management styles in Google, and it comes up with those 4 ones. Those are like the normal ones.
But I think that's because that's all we've ever been taught, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I know that's all I've ever been taught. I've never heard about any other ones, so...
But we need to kind of find what she's at the different theorists and then figure out.
Look up Hay McBurr. 2 different words, so Hay, and then uppercase M, small c, uppercase B, I think, and then lowercase er, McBurr.
Yeah.
And that was research, fairly recent research. Daniel Goleman, emotional intelligence, he developed from that research 6 styles of operating. There's the pace-setting style, the affiliative style, the democratic style, the authoritative style. I mean, they do exist, you said. There's 6 of them. That's one particular study. Very well-known theory on situational leadership or management is from Hersey and Blanchard. Have you come across them? And what they said is that the way you lead people, the way you manage people, is dependent on both the situation that they're in and the maturity level of the people in your team. So if you've got a new member of staff, for instance, there's no point in using a style which is empowering to them because they don't know what they're doing. If you've got a very experienced member of staff, then you could use that style with them. So it's more, that sort of theory is more appropriate because it's real, it's more real. You know, if you were just to say you could work in a democratic way, you could work in an autocratic way, which is absolutely still sound, it's slightly flawed though, because some people would respond to an autocratic way, some people wouldn't. And so it's dependent on the people in the team, the individual, and dependent on the situation or the task that you're trying to perform.
I maybe just like meant to be a bit of outside advice, but would you reckon it's better focus on one sort of sector or service or whatever, or industry, than try and be broad, or...?
Depends what you're trying to do. I don't think you've come up with an ultimate strategy yet, an ultimate goal yet. What are you trying to do? Now, Carl mentioned this guy who goes in and makes lots of money advising people. That's called a consultant, which is what you are.
Yeah.
You are consultants
to
the industry. Exactly. And you are selling, as a team of consultants, you're selling this whole idea to us, to the other students as end users, and to us as tutors, who are going to be your investors. So we're the Dragon's Den people. So you're the consultants telling us, this is, you know, you guys in your industry are going to make lots of money through buying our products. So, and you're equally going to make lots of money because we're going to pay you to
help your staff.
To help, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's difficult to answer that question, Ralph, really.
Yeah.
Because I don't know yet what your ultimate goal is.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what you're actually trying to do. What's your mission? You know, so start from basics.
Yeah.
You know. First of all, have you got a name? Secondly, what's your mission? What are you there for? And what's your vision? And then break that down into some specific objectives. Because I think you're still at that stage of kind of fluffiness, really, of just throwing ideas in, but you're not quite sure what to say because you haven't the parameters as yet. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I started doing this this as a week for you last week, but I've stopped it actually because everyone is proposing and everybody's supporting and everybody's building, so there are no obstructive behaviours going on, no negativity going on. So there's not a little point in me doing this. Really. Not at the moment anyway. It will happen though.
I'm just looking at this hey group thing here. Just reading about it really. They just I don't do you want to have a read? Does anyone want to read about
Well, I was
what they
just
do?
thinking, bearing on what Val just said, maybe we should come up with a clear mission, vision, goal, strategy.
Yeah.
We need to start from the basics. So, mission, what as an organisation are we here to do? We're here to consult companies on
Obviously, how we can
management.
We need to come up with an idea, you know, what we want to put on a DVD, and then work on it. You know, not just maybe talk about everything like we were talking
That's what I'm
about.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, if we set a mission now, so this is what we're going to do, and then we'll develop a strategy around that, saying how we're going to do that. Is that not?
How to
Like improve productivity or like efficiency, you know, stuff like
within
that.
an organisation,
Yeah, like make your workers more productive or
yeah, because
more
obviously
more effective at their
leadership
job. Or,
increases
Yeah, I think it's-
motivation and like they want to come to work and they want to do.
I think efficiency is, yeah.
Efficiency is good
It's
because
the
like
most,
just getting to like with their day, make them do as much as they want to do in that day instead of like, oh, I've done one task for the day, that's it, I don't have to worry about anything else, or so they want to do as much as they can, sort of thing.
Increase efficiency.
Improve efficiency through developing appropriate management styles. Does that sound like an acceptable mission?
That's why I kind of feel like we should try and make the DVD like the kind of go-to DVD for any company. Kind of understand the different like styles, but also so that they can, I don't know, because then
And that they understand when to apply that one. And
Yeah.
have to be able-
What if you put yourself into like in a position of a manager watching these DVD and
Yeah.
thinking, what would you expect to
I
get
think
from
At
watching the
least I
DVD, a
would've
training DVD on
Yeah.
how to be a better manager?
I would have wanted to be able to recognise my own team or my own group and obviously identify with that. Because if it's just too general, then you're like, well, I have no idea what my team is.
Because what about what she said? And she said that, for example, if you have different types of employees, in other words, you have to be a different type of manager within your own
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
If you're talking about a guy who just started, you need to talk them in a way, and if you're talking to an employee with his experience, you need to talk them. So you may have to have more than one management style.
Yeah.
That's what we can maybe focus on, trying to say on the DVD, that you may have to learn, more than one. You cannot be only, you cannot have one, you cannot have only one management style. To be a good manager and to know how to control nowadays, different type of people, you need to be a manager that are able to change accordingly with your staff, whatever. So then you need to have more than one management style.
So it's basically a DVD for managers who want to improve efficiency
I think
within their team, and then
I think if you pick like, as a manager, how can you improve your employees' efficiency? Everybody wants to improve. No manager wants to decrease their employees' efficiency. So every manager will be interested in our product because they'll be like, how can we make our... Because they're basically saving money, aren't they? Because they won't have to hire more staff.
And I think as well, from a financial point of view, if we can try and make it as kind of relevant to everybody, or as many like different people as we can, then that would be better.
Otherwise you don't have to spend more money in creating another video.
Yeah, for different, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. And it says, move on to the vision. What do you want the work organisation to have achieved in the future? So it's more sort of going forward. Any ideas on that? More sort of, right, the mission's like what you want to do now in the present, the vision's more sort of what you want to achieve, so how we can expand it further, like...
become the leading, I don't know, consultants, blah 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 something for,
Nice.
There's a standard thing that's on every company's website.
Yeah,
isn't it?
if you go into a company, you've got the mission, the goals, the strategy.
Supplier or,
And they've always got some sort of ethical rubbish in there, you know.
It's very true.
Well, I know she's saying that we're supposed to consider ourselves as like a consultant in that.
Yeah.
But should we not base ourselves in that to be like a company that are doing a product for the companies whoever buy, do not need it to go to a consultant and save money as well in training themselves, the managers.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because a consultant is pretty expensive. Any kind of consulting you do is really expensive for any company. So if you maybe put that into like now advertising of your product,
And that's kind of what the DVD is as well. We're kind of making it easier because obviously you can get the DVD from your company instead of hiring this person who observes you for like 6 months and then
this Hay Group, I've just got their about Hay Group thing. It says Hay Group is a global management consulting firm that works with leaders to transform strategy into reality. We develop talent, organise people to be more effective and motivate them to perform at their best. So I'm thinking like that's what all consultants are trying to do, isn't it? So
I also thought about what if we do the video everything as well, but we also put in the back of the video something like that the company we're going to be a company selling this DVD. We're going to have also internet-based training as well. Where managers will watch the video, will learn, and then you have tests based on online, and you would have you would follow your learnings online. It's not just a DVD where you're gonna sat watch and you're not gonna get anything. It will be like following.
But it's that's basically all training videos, isn't it? You kind of do an interactive learning afterwards.
So then it follows your changings. In other words,
It's just so hard.
I know.
Just giving
it's a very
structure.
confusing model.
It is.
Because everything's so broad and everything.
Where did you guys get the videos?
The YouTube videos, they're on the pages. They're quite useful because they're what we should be doing.
Which page? I look around there, I couldn't find it.
On week 2, what's that? Week 2, look at the reading list or activity list or something like that. Because one of the products that they're selling us DVD, but if you're like these companies are going to spend a lot of money on one of these DVDs, it's not sort of £10 things you pick up in HMV or whatever. So they want some sort of support to go with it. So one of the DVDs said that you get a free consultant to come in and answer any questions that they may have about the DVD or something that's going on. So.
And that may be that when you, like every textbook, when you get the book, you get the interactive thing with you.
That's what I'm saying. So then it would work like a subscription, because otherwise, you would not invest any money into a company where there would be just one fixed fee. You buy the package, £1,000, whatever, and that's it. You wouldn't make no money. So the money would come from,
them
keeping.
But then
training them.
If you did that, you get a free.
Free consultant or something.
Yeah,
but obviously
it's from our point of view, isn't that if we're hoping to sell this DVD to a lot of companies, how on earth could we get enough of us to do that? Do you see what I mean?
Based interactive thing.
It might have to be because it would be kind of there's not enough of us.
They don't have to send a person to be there. for the but yeah, we should probably try and advertise that we want them to
The
pay
idea
for
of
one
the-
of us to come in.
The
Yeah.
idea of
But-
free consultancy is I don't think
It's just
works
an idea.
because if you become a consultant of a company, you get to know a lot about the company.
Yeah.
So no company would allow you to get to know a lot of them and
Yeah,
go into another
true.
company.
Yeah.
Just come out.
Obviously, I think that we should kind of try to make them want to pay for one of us or two of us to come in, but the initial thing is the DVD and stuff, and the maybe we should do like you get free interactive. Here's the code for whatever, like in the textbooks. You type in that code and you get the free self-tests or whatever.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, like a self-test, so you can test what type of manager you are or something.
And then based on the results, you just propose you propose a training.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
That's
different
a really
kind of
good
let's say
idea.
you have
That enables us to be broad as well, and then sort of also like you tailor it to specific person. Yeah.
Because let's say we
obviously
talk
we're
about
not gonna
BMW.
make both the
BMW
program
they have let's
That's
say
a really good
150 managers. So they will do a test. They will find out
Yeah.
what kind of manager they have, and you work on it.
What they consider themselves to be, and maybe
Also ask
even like
questions
like the employer, like the normal people can take the test and what they prefer.
Because she's also got doing the mind map. It's the sort of the different ages of the team, like whether they're new members or stuff like that. So that's something to think about. Yeah.
Maybe
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
Yeah,
of
that's a
self-test.
really, really good idea.
Because there's like support systems.
That's definitely going in the DVD then. Boom. We're getting somewhere at least, guys.
Yeah.
A name.
You thought of one?
Name.
It's really hard
Every
because
time
we're
I've done a
missing
group
3
thing,
as
I've
well.
just put our initials, but we're too many people to make like. Oh no.
Sound like some weird Welsh name or something like that.
Maybe we could just, for the name, I don't think it's like that important that we do it this week, but maybe that's something we could say everyone go away and think about and come up with some for next week.
Yeah, I think that's not a biggest issue.
No, it's not a big issue, but she obviously wants us to do it.
I was only saying, you can just set up like a star training, whatever you.
We are management consultants, Brooks or something like that's. I think she thinks that's going to make us feel more like a team. I think that's why she wants us to do it.
Yeah.
But I generally don't think it matters.
No.
Right, we need we've got a mission, we've got a vision, we need just one clear up goal. Say, just produce the world-renowned management development
Like
DVD.
the go-to DVD for management, basically, I think is what we want to try and achieve.
I like it, go-to.
Weird.
But what we definitely need to do is try to find out what you just said about the difference in new kind of management styles.
I just
definitely
We're
find
gonna
many
have to come up more than just those 4 because otherwise
I
she's probably going to be one of the ones in the
Facebook.
panel. And
What? We need to do what, sorry?
We need to find
come up with
like
new-
more theorists than just the
Well,
standard one that we found.
I just posted a thing on Facebook about this. I don't know.
That's so weird. I
She
never get a
Blanche-
thing on my phone when people post on that page, and I don't get like a thing on my Facebook either. So I have to go in and check if someone's done it.
It's pretty good. It's talking about how they can, based on the maturity of the people, they can, put more or less like input into how much they focus on that employee.
Yeah.
Like really mature, and they can. I need to read it.
I think she just wants, because these are more current and up to date than the standard ones we've been taught, so
Well,
I think she just wants, it's not a case that we were completely off track with anything, we
She
just
said
needed
it was
to
just too simple. It was
Yeah.
too basic. It wasn't on second year level, basically.
So are we going to just use one theory? Like one theorist's ideas?
Well, I guess we can find someone that
Well,
overlaps each other.
She's given us 2 here, she's given, 3, but
Which one was
the
it?
one is
Yeah.
built upon
Hey,
the
and-
other.
Well, Hey
Yeah,
Group's
but-
not. It's just the Hey Group's just a group. It's a consultancy group.
They've
Go
done a
back and
research, that's what she said. They've done a research
Go
and
back.
then Goldman
Google
or
or
whatever
whatever.
did kind of develop theories
Did you
upon
just
that
type in Hey?
research.
The Hey
But,
recent research or something like that.
leadership, right?
so they've done a research and then people are probably.
There we go, she's got
Jesus Christ.
Why is it?
Don't worry.
Where's Val gone?
An introduction.
Just took a break.
Can we do that?
How long did break?
Well, actually, I think it's quite good. In the last 5-10 minutes, we've actually got quite a lot of.
She basically gave us what to talk about, to be honest.
Yeah, she
And
was like,
that's
I do
like good
what you
stuff we can put in the poster, stuff we've done. So we've clarified like the vision, all of that.
That's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
But it's just
What's
annoying.
the poster's for next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have to give in the poster.
Well, we'll go away, do some research, come back on. We'll meet on
So
Sunday or
I
something.
don't
if they want.
Because then we
understand.
can actually put everything
Oh,
down.
as in, for the poster, we're going to have decided what we're going to put in
What
it.
we're going to put in it.
Yeah. Okay.
What we've already done, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think basically, because every week we come here with like, she seems to slow us down a bit and say we're getting too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
So I think we just need to.
That's because
that's the standard thing, because we ignore the little things and then we're just like, oh, it's big
8
thing.
pictograms
We all
and
must
sociograms.
be-
Well,
must
yeah,
be
that's the
all
thing.
like
It's because this whole module is not actually about what we're doing now. It's about these meetings,
Yeah.
how we're interacting with each other.
It's like understanding, just like the personality test as well.
Yeah,
Like, that's
it's
the
absolutely.
whole thing.
This DVD thing is absolutely nothing.
It's like when you're then a manager, you kind of recognise what kind of people.
Yeah, because they
are
said
you
like
an
your group
introvert
work
or-
and your individual assignment totally overwrite it, so they don't
Yeah.
even care about the DVD, do they?
No.
Perhaps we should
It's
just not
just
do
the
it.
small bits,
Yeah.
like the, who's on the, what was it? You know, the little person sitting on top and
Yeah.
then one climbing up and one standing on top of each other. That's what this thing is about.
And
It's just weird.
Such a weird model.
It's a weird approach to make us understand that, I think.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
When we talked about the, what was it, the organised and the not organised one on the personality test, and they were like, when you walk into someone's room and stuff, I was like, God, so you can actually know what kind of person they are
Yeah.
by walking into their room.
Yeah. It's true.
It is true. But then, I'm like one of those persons who really, really want to be organised, but I'm not really.
Beginning
I am
sometimes always
initially,
really
but then
like,
after a
false
while
because
I
you
kind
want,
of-
you're like,
You put
I
how
am
you-
that, but I want to be that.
Yeah.
So just take that one. I
Yeah,
just
it's like this is who I want to be, but this is who I'm
Yeah.
actually. But when they talk about in folders and stuff, that's exactly what I do. But then my room's messy, but my folders and stuff is really neat. So I was like, then who am I? Am I the
Yeah, it's not
disorganized?
really. You're not really like.
Very clear one or the other.
No. I know.
It's weird.
It's complicated. So what else can we do?
I don't know. We could do a sort of timeline, so we sort of have some sort of
Yeah.
grip on. Okay, so
How
we've
many
got.
weeks do we have left, by the way? Was it week
This is
Mhm.
June.
8?
Okay,
Yeah.
So we've got
We've got
5 weeks left.
So.
And it's going to take so long to actually make the DVD because we have to make the script and then we have to practice it.
Do we actually have to make it?
Yeah.
you have to be like, hello.
Yeah, like actually acting the things.
That's gonna be so cringy. It's
And then we have to make the presentations as well.
I hate presentations.
It's got to
Oh,
go.
I really don't mind presentations, but I just do.
I don't
do.
mind with them with other people, it's just if I'm standing by myself I don't like it.
Worst thing about this is going on YouTube.
Oh,
Imagine if on
God.
YouTube it goes, yeah, these people from Oxford Books, their videos gone viral. We're just there like,
Like that's ever gonna happen.
No one would ever want to watch it. It'd literally be the most boring thing on the
Well, it depends how cringy it is, to be
If
honest.
so,
It's like-
yeah, if it's like
Don't post
Go on
this.
YouTube as well. It's a private channel, so that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
I forget that it's
Yeah,
there.
same.
It's so little and
We just be like, oh, this module is pointless.
We've just been slated for right, okay, some sort of time scale, so I'll just start here, right.
we've got 5 weeks then, so
What's, 14?
in
Right,
like
right now.
1 or 2 weeks time we have to have finished all our theories and stuff because we have to start making the thing.
Theories won't take that long, as soon as you know.
No, it's like having the actual stuff down and then obviously making script, making the presentation and everything.
So what are we going to do about finding out about the theories? You know, are we going to everybody get out and
Yeah, we have
research
to
and bring it
research,
up when
yeah.
you find
And
out?
just
And
bring
then,
in
Use these two
ideas.
here as a starting point, the ones we
Yeah.
posted both of them on Facebook now. Do the hay one as well that we just found or whatever.
Yeah, this Hershey Blanche up is really good.
I guess we can
Makes
all
sense.
just come up with the ones that we think are the most interesting or whatever, and then we can kind of.
but then what are we looking into those theories? You know, what are we looking for?
What do you mean?
I mean,
are you going to research, and you're going to find out about a theory, that guy saying his idea, his theory
it's
about,
more like what can we actually, does this theory actually fit into our concepts of what we want to make? Because obviously one of them is just not going to fit, it's not going to work out.
Which theory do we think will most effectively increase efficiency? Which one do we think?
Well, obviously, like you said earlier, it's going to affect which industry you're in, like how old your members are. So that's where the self-test comes involved. Because you could say, like, you could ask questions like, are we
making our
have you put this team together within?
No,
we'll just
have this program that
this
you
is
can
what
get
we're
with the DVD.
Yeah.
We can make it up. We could be like, oh, we've created this amazing self-test thing, but we haven't actually created it.
Yeah.
It's not an actual business we're creating, is
yeah,
it?
Well, exactly.
You've got the self-virtual
you can be like, oh, we've made this test.
If we talk about a self-test, we're going to have to give example of questions.
We'll say we haven't created it yet, but this is how we would have made it. Like, we have to explain how it's going to be, because if not, they're just going to be like, well,
they're not going to expect us to have done that anyway.
Because
you
either
could have
do
like
one or the other.
Your self-test, you'd be like, oh, this is how it relates to this Hershey Blanche.
Yeah.
The more we come up with, the better.
This self-test tells you like what maturity level you're on, and like what sort of leadership style. Yeah, because there's 4 main leadership styles, and it's like telling, selling, participating, delegating.
Yeah, how was that? I just was like, no, that's not what we talked about.
And like maturity levels of like.
Yeah.
Just thinking for the poster, maybe we could do, because I can't work out how we would do it. Maybe we could just do like 2, and do 1 of what we have done so far, and then just do 1 of what we.
I'm pretty sure she just means like. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Just do that.
Just because I don't think otherwise it's going to be a bit unclear. But we could literally just do like, okay, this is our vision. That's what we have done. This is what we're aiming to do. This is what we need to do.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's cool. We'll start this.
Everyone's
like, come on.
I've got 2-hour break.
It is hard though, because we have got 3 people missing, so it's hard to make decisions with
without.
Yeah, because obviously if we make any decisions now, we haven't talked to the other people, and they might disagree.
But I mean, to be fair, we can't not do our work.
No, exactly.
If they have something they absolutely hate about it, obviously they can discuss it.
Anyway, we're not taking any decisions, so we just come up with ideas today.
Yeah.
We're going to make decisions, I guess, on a Sunday when we have to put the poster together and make timelines for it.
Yeah, because that's when everything's
on Sunday, from everything we talked about here, and you might send a little report to everybody and Facebook and everything, and then we come up with the actual final.
It's also that if you don't come, like, you can't.
This is the only time that everyone should be here.
I know, that's like, so if you don't come, you can't afterwards say, oh, I hated your ideas, and but then you should have been here and told us that then, because now we've spent all of our time on this, and you can't come.
And all this food poisoning.
Well, I can speak on Elliot's behalf, he won't care. Whatever you've done, he literally won't care.
And I'm pretty sure the other 2 won't really.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't exactly made any critical decisions.
Definitely not.
No.
To be fair, what can everybody hate? It's not like, oh my god, I really wanted this to happen.
There was a previous group thingies that someone's always like, I strongly disagree with that. And it's like, well, you should have told us a week ago when we decided this.
Yeah, true. Okay.
I've done a great timeline so far. I've got 14th of February.
I think doing a timeline is just a little bit overcomplicated.
But we've got to do one for the presentation.
Do you have to do a timeline?
Yeah. It says on the thing somewhere.
It's just how you're delegating your
time. It doesn't have to be, it's just like week 3 we're going to start writing the script.
Who's done research methods for business?
I'm doing it.
Do we have to like make a timeline for our actual business creating this project as well?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because they made that thing with all the ticky boxes that you put down and how many weeks you're going to spend developing this.
I know what you mean.
Do we have to do that?
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like a thing, and it says week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then it's like every task, and then there's a little box for when you're doing each task. It goes kind of like that to the end.
I don't think they would have expected us to do that because they don't know that you've done that module.
Yeah.
So I can't really see how they would have expecting this.
Are you Bells group?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you haven't got a vacancy, have you?
No,
No,
We've
so
got full
far.
members,
You've got your full complement.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you know where that is?
No.
She just disappeared. But
for a
her
while.
stuff's there.
I see that's her bag, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Has she got another group?
No.
Yeah, she's got one. But she's got a list of where everyone is, so I don't know if you want
Yeah.
to wait for that.
So there are 8 of you on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be that complicated. I literally think it's just a timeline of.
Yeah.
So we can literally be like, so today we've done the vision, blah blah blah, and then next week we want to do this,
Yeah.
and then week 5, whatever.
And anyway, the timeline goes only after the week before when you do the presentation, with the poster up.
You're doing the timeline.
You don't need to do a timeline.
No, but they want to know for the
Timeline
whole
is
8
for
weeks
the-
what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're presenting
if
our
we
poster
can
like,
keep
this
up
is what we're
according
going to be
to the
doing in the next
progress.
week.
Yeah, but then you can just create some stuff.
If we do,
Yeah, no, it's not a rough
Week 5 we're going to do that. Week 6, by week 6
No,
we
because obviously they know
pretend
things are going
to.
to change. They're not saying this has got to be stuck
But we
by
have
strictly.
to
It's
have an
just
initial plan of how to make
what we could,
because if not, we'll end up
yeah.
with the last week doing everything.
Yeah.
well, it's just because we don't really know what we need to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, we're getting closer to having an idea. I mean,
but for the, okay, so if we're doing like what we have done, we could literally just do like that, whatever they're called, I can't remember, and then say what we have done, and then like along the bottom just do a timeline of when we did it.
yeah.
So then it's just like easy, it's clear, like this is what we've done and this is when we've done it.
Yeah.
And then the same for the next one, this is what we want to do, this is when we're going to do it. And then it's just really clear. Should we do it like that?
Yeah.
Does anyone
Yeah.
else have anything?
Nope. Sounds good.
Okay, I think that just makes it really clear and really easy then.
She's outside, by the way.
I think
Probably
she's
shouldn't.
realised that actually her being in here like doesn't help because no one actually says like what they
We're
want
all
to say. Do
scared
they?
of getting slated and absolutely shot down by it.
It's like every time I say something, she's like, well.
And I keep seeing
It's
her
good,
like
but
watching.
it's too simplistic and it's not going to get great.
That was good.
You want to be careful because she has to come in now.
Yeah, no,
So yeah, I think that's. I
to be
think
fair, I'm glad she's doing it because I mean, at least we're not going to be completely
Off.
off
Yeah.
track here.
and she is nice.
Yeah.
So okay, so yeah, I think that's what we need to do for the posters. Cool.
You can do that on Sunday.
Yeah, guys, I'll have it done by Sunday. That's so easy.
I'll make a plan for everyone.
I guess what maybe we could do now, because obviously we know what we've done over the last few weeks, we could have a think about what it is we need to do.
And when we need to do it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe we don't even need to go as far as that, just say what we think we need to do, and then even on Sunday we can decide when we want to have those things done by.
To-do list.
To do list.
Is there any more information in the module guide about it? Because
The module guide
bless
is so
you.
good.
I hate winter.
It's horrible here. It's so wind, like so cold, isn't it?
Oh, it's been so cold. Every time it's been snowing, I just didn't even want to live anymore. It's supposed to be spring soon.
God, we've got loads we need to do.
Yeah.
Loads.
I looked at it yesterday.
But this bit, the group
Yeah.
is required to produce, so those are all the things we need to do. Oh my god.
And how many weeks do we have to actually do the individual one after we've done this
Three.
one?
It's not handed in until like something like the 26th of April.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
huge for that.
Yeah, it's a job descriptions.
Yeah.
So
So
that's your
rationale
job,
for
isn't
job allocations.
Sorry?
it? That's
Yeah,
your-
that's what we have to do on Sunday, I guess, when we've
That's
got
personnel
everything
manager. I'm
settled.
delegating.
Is that something we need to do
Yeah, we have to
immediately?
say who's
Oh yeah,
doing what, I
that
guess.
makes sense.
Not like
Why?
specifically, but
No.
yeah.
Okay,
So obviously
basically,
we've
no,
got
we
our
need to,
different-
well, obviously, straight away we need to do more research. We've all established
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
research.
So
That should be done by Sunday. Yeah.
presentation.
Yeah.
You can do that one straight away. No, it needs to be done.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Alright, and then I suppose we need to sort of,
Well, that can be constant, can't it, I suppose?
yeah,
There's no
'cause-
point.
yeah, of course, but
Just
like,
give me a
But
the initial
basic
research.
Yeah.
research, yeah.
And I suppose the next part on Sunday, I mean, in the group meeting, I think we need to sort of decipher some content just so we've got a sort of a basic structure, an outline of format.
Yeah.
So yeah, content of,
And maybe, yeah, no.
What have they got?
Say it.
I forgot it the second I started talking. I was like, oh, I can't remember what I was saying.
I'm kind of clarifying who. I mean, I know we're trying to make it general, but like, who is our target audience? Really?
Yeah.
It's important.
Find a target audience, yeah.
Like, either like big companies or like smaller companies.
Yeah.
But
And
we need to say as well things like this. I mean, we need to. When are we going to do the marketing plan? And
Yeah, well, as soon as we've got a bit of content, like, because we can't just have a marketing plan, we've got nothing in there.
no, I know,
So
but
all
I
of
mean, I'm
these
talking about in the
tasks
future.
kind of come into at a later point when we've kind of got.
That's why it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to plan when we're going
Yeah.
to do it, because it just depends on.
When we're ready to actually
Yeah.
start doing the finance and then the marketing.
Okay, so we've got initial research, decide some content, basic outline format, find a target audience. Then we need to sort of, after that stage, I suppose, this is talking like in a week's advance or whatever, we need to sort of break it down into the sort of smaller job functions. So someone starts looking at the marketing, stuff like that, so
Yes.
individual jobs or whatever.
I think that's why we have this, right?
You think of a name on Sunday.
Yeah, for
Details.
ideas.
And then I suppose, again, this is going further into the future, we need to start of bring up some scripts, some presentation and that sort of stuff.
Ideas for situations and stuff as well. And then we should kind of come up with ideas of how we would have done the actual like interactive program thing as well.
Val, you know, you said you come up with a timeline. That doesn't mean that you also want us to come up with one as a business. So when we want to introduce our projects and how far we. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's like how.
No, when I'm talking about timeline, I'm talking about timeline for the tasks that you're.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying as a business, you don't expect us to say in 1 year's time we expect to have this much revenue and we're going to integrate. I'm just saying.
Part of the financial thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So you do expect that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, you need. Yeah, you've got to forecast in order to sell.
Imagine you're on Dragon's
investors.
Den, mate.
Do you want us to make
How do
one
we
for
know that?
actually developing our project? You know, like.
You just say like,
You know,
we expect it
in
to cost like
research
£50
methods,
to
we did that.
produce
I'm really
it.
bad
How
with
many
money,
weeks,
so
how many months,
that's
and
up
then
to
it was
you.
the
You'd
tasks
be like, oh, we're
until
going to
we
sell it for
actually
£100,
introduced the product.
£50,
Do you
or
want
we
us to
expect
make one
to
of those for our
like
product?
100 companies.
like.
No, take it.
Hopefully more than 100.
In the first year, or so just,
I'm talking thousands and thousands.
I want to take up the world with this product.
Yeah,
in 1 year.
basically.
She said we could make the chart that we did in research as well.
Yeah. What's that chart called again?
Gantt.
Gantt.
Gantt. That's it.
See, none of us remembered it. You
When
knew that
would you
thingy
do
where it's
that?
like
Oh
that.
yeah, because you're doing that model now, aren't you? I haven't done it.
Did you find it hard?
No, the only
Okay.
thing was the group that didn't really work out, which was quite.
The fact,
Not
that,
very
the
nice.
fact that the group work was 0%.
I know,
you still have
but
to do
the
it,
thing
it's
is, it
just
had
annoying.
so much to do with the individual assignments.
It's like
and then
3,000 words, isn't it?
yeah.
It's all the graphs that you're going to come up with and stuff like that. There were a
The
lot of graphs,
individual
weren't
one wasn't very difficult because obviously you've already done it
there?
in some sense, but when two of the people in the group just never showed up for a month and a half, it wasn't very nice.
Oh god.
So yeah, it was quite awful.
Back to
Right.
this.
Yeah.
Got a basic to-do list. I mean, obviously it starts off quite in, well, not really quite in detail, but research, initial research rather, decide some content, find a target audience, individual jobs, break it down. So we've got marketing, you know, where they're going, and we need to start scripting some ideas, like drawing up some situations and things like that. And we need to sort of draft a presentation so we know what we're going to be speaking about. And then finally, yeah, we'll present it and hopefully get a grade.
What was it? Oh.
So yeah, anyone else got anything else to add to that?
No.
I'm just.
This. Maybe we
We
should
just
think of
have to
what.
make sure we have time to do everything.
Maybe we should think about what the client's gonna.
We don't
gonna
have to
I
film
don't
from our
understand
product.
how we're meant to know when we're going to be ready to do this.
Like
Yeah.
explain like the
Things
benefits
So we've got
of
so
our-
many things that has to be done on the actual deadline for it
How
as
do we
well.
know when we're going to do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
just seems a
It
bit.
will all come with like time. I suppose.
I know, but that's the whole point. This is what we're meant to be
Don't worry.
planning.
I know how organised you actually.
I know, this model stresses me
You're a
out.
bit
'Cause
more P,
it's so
okay? You're too J
disorganised.
right now. Isn't that? It's not P and J, is it? Is it? Just the organisation.
I like it
Yeah,
when
it
it's
is.
like
J, I'm like J to the max.
it's like with stuff like this, I love it when it says like by week 1 you have to have done this, by week 2 you have to have done that, and blah blah blah. Because then you know it's not like because
Some guidelines.
All so vague.
different
it really
people want to
stresses
do
me out.
things at different times, don't
But
they?
if you're starting, you're like pretty much starting your own business, and you wouldn't have that
Yeah.
straight away, would you? So.
I know, it kills me. Okay.
Are you looking for me to say something now?
No, I'm a bit confused by this poster thing.
I think we'll get more of a idea of when to do things
When we've done the poster,
yeah.
we hope, at
Yeah.
least.
It's just that until last week, it was a bit confused of what we were going to do.
Yeah.
We only decided on the topic, and then we all gone out without not much of an idea of what we was going to do. So from now on, we had a little bit
We have more of an idea,
yeah.
But I think as we go on, I think it will get clearer and clearer. It's always in the beginning of like there's just so much that.
There's no structure, is there? So we're just getting there.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to cover?
Meeting on Sunday, what time? I know you're out.
Free all day.
Anytime
You can-
in the morning. like
morning?
this, yeah, anytime.
Where is easiest for everyone?
I was going to just suggest up at the Gypsy campus.
Yeah.
Do you all live that sort of area? Because then
We can get one
group
of the
room.
group rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think many people are going to be in the library now.
Not
So,
yet.
yeah.
It's just before
Yeah,
exams.
so-
Just us
That's
beans right there. It's not okay, so what, say 11? Is that too late for anyone or too early?
No, that's fine with me.
Alright.
11.
Okay.
Bring my book.
Yeah, you can put that all on like Facebook, can't you? Like a.
Yeah, I will do. I'll do it like I did the last week or whatever.
And then, do we have to actually go to the library to book a room, or can we do it by booking online?
I've tried booking, trying to find a phone number to book on, and I just never find one. So, but I can't imagine that all of the rooms will be being used
And if
on a
not, there's
Sunday.
always
only like a
You have
few
to
weeks into the
book a
semester.
group room, don't you?
No, you can just turn
If
up.
we're not
If
really
there's
busy,
no
then
one
I'll
there,
take
yeah,
mine.
it's not booked. Obviously, we can take
I'll
it.
book
Don't
one in
risk
advance just to
anything.
make sure. Yeah, it's,
But if not, there's always that big room where it's not a silent area where we can sit in like a.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find
that's good.
something.
Yeah.
So just to make sure you know what you're doing for next week, we're just going to do some more initial research, look at Hershey and Blanchard, was it?
Yeah.
And also
Let's see if we
think
can-
of a bit of name, to see if we can get something catchy.
So do you literally want us to come with what we think are the best?
Yeah,
the best series?
yeah.
I
If,
don't know,
and
most
even if we find
appropriate.
different ones,
Yeah.
that would be even better, I think.
Yeah, I think.
And maybe make a list of all of them and then discuss them and see how we would think they would fit in, I guess.
Okay.
We happy with that?
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking about if we may have ideas for not just research on the management style, but also come up with some ideas on how to use
Yeah.
those management styles into a DVD, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, I like that.
And
That's
try
good.
to look
okay,
at
so
while you're researching the theories, just at the same time think about how can I put
How
that
can we
into
actually
into
use this? Yeah.
into a DVD, into a training course or whatever.
Because obviously, if we don't think about that, it's going to end up with
just a little
us
theory.
maybe choosing something
It's
that we
just-
actually can't do,
Yeah.
something that just won't fit in. And then even when we're thinking about the research and stuff, maybe what kind of scale we're thinking it will work in. If it's like a
Maybe
small
also-
team or like a manager who's got
Yeah.
like 50 something.
Maybe which sort of industry it's tailored to best or
Yeah.
something like that. Those sort of ideas. You just got.
Yeah.
So basically, you're not just thinking of the theory; you're applying it to the
We
actual
have to,
situation.
because if not, we will just come up with loads and loads of theory without
Yeah.
having any idea how to use it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we just need to post this so that the others know what they need to do.
We need to post this, yeah.
And then maybe
Oh,
ask them
well,
to
tell-
reply if they have seen it, because if not, they might not even have seen it and not show up
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we haven't been on the Facebook, because maybe they've got the same thing as me, it doesn't pop up, so I have to check it like every other day to see if someone's done anything.
Maybe Brooks email thing.
Yeah.
I've set up a group email thing, so we can use that.
Maybe send, if they don't reply, maybe send a text or something, because obviously they
I'll
get
make
the
sure.
text.
I'll speak to Elliot. Make sure he goes.
I'll make sure they'll do
Yeah.
her as well, so that's cool.
I thought I saw her in the group. No,
Okay.
in the lecture. But I was
I
probably
definitely didn't see her while we were sitting right by the door.
Yeah, definitely.
wrong. I didn't see you until I left. That's why I just walked straight past you. I was like, when I was walking, I was like, oh, there you are.
Okay.
It also says task analysis, so I mean...
Yeah, Val, for the poster, you knew I was going to ask you, didn't you?
I think you're getting a bit hung up on the poster.
Is it not that important then?
No.
Okay.
What's important is you get on with it. Not the poster. What's important is that you are a new work organisation. You're a brand new organisation. You've got to spark some ideas off each other. There's a lack of creativity generally.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I don't know what's going on. You do know what's going on. You do know what's going on. You have formed a work organisation. You've spotted a new market niche. You've spotted a new market niche. Your new market niche is, we think that there's a gap somewhere for a training product on developing appropriate management styles. Management, why not leadership? What's the difference? Management versus leadership, are they the same? Do managers have to be leaders? In the current global environment, are we talking about management being more like leadership? Multicultural is bold here. So this market niche has to be in a multicultural setup. And I'm still not convinced that you've broken the back of what it is you're here for. What it is you're here, and I think you're bringing up a really important point when you say we're all going to go off and research this Hersey and Blanchard or whatever. That was just something I threw in, and then we're going to end up with loads of theories and we don't know what to do with it. It's not about theories. Well, it is because it's an academic piece of work, but you know what I'm saying. It's not about let's find a bunch of theories and then fit it to a video. It's more about this is a new organisation. What are we called? What are we here for? What is our mission? What do we want to achieve? What's our vision for the future? So I think you might need to go right back to week 1 in setting objectives and goals and establishing some raison d'etre for this team.
Yeah.
Just what are we here for? And then go from there. Then you're not really at the moment brainstorming. You're stuck in a, I'm not sure what, but you're stuck. And there's got to be some more energy flowing. I don't know how you do that. I don't have the answers to that. It could be that you've got 3 people missing, and so you're feeling a little bit despondent about that, and a little bit badly done to because of that. And okay, they might be ill, but they might not. And what's going through your minds at the moment is we're going to end up carrying the can for the other 3. I should think, because if I were a member of your team, I'd be thinking the same. So I would have thought, you know, marketing, you've got to bring in what you know about marketing. And you're the marketing manager, yes, but everybody can have an input. Where's the niche? Where's the market niche that you've found? Where would this product be appropriate for? It's a rhetorical question, I'm just throwing things out really. I'm not trying to put a damper on what you're doing, I'm honestly not. But don't be too besotted by the poster. It's more of a check for you, that you can see that having produced that, you're beginning to see, well actually we are making progress. we have done this and this and this, but we've still got a lot to do. So it's a kind of check for you, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I suggest you meet on Sunday and try to get some basics.
But we're just thinking, the idea we're going for so much research is because we don't have any background information. We haven't had that much experience with leading and managing people. So I think just a bit of context before we start, then we can actually bounce it. That's where we're coming from with the research, not just so.
I mean, the module guide is quite a good source of research.
Yeah. And we didn't say just the ones that you mentioned. Obviously, if we have no idea where to start, it could be a good starting point, I guess. But
of course, yeah.
But then also
so
having
useful
also having in the back of your mind how could this work for us?
Mm.
And
there are some quite useful articles in the module guide as well.
Okay.
Multiculturalism, there's a couple in there, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we carry on, or should we
I think everyone just feels like because we don't know anything about
what
we're just stuck because we have no idea where it's going because we have no idea what we're putting in it. We don't know what we're saying.
We don't have enough background information.
No, and no one has even a rough idea of any of the different management styles other than the basic one we've said. I mean, that's how I feel. I just feel I don't know where it's going, who it's for, or anything like that, just because I don't know anything about the different management styles. So I do feel like that's why we're a bit stuck. And maybe, it is as well because we're missing 3 people and we are feeling a bit reluctant to make such big decisions without them here, without their input.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how we can...
Also, you need their input, don't
you? No, exactly.
Well,
it's good to have
a team of 8, not a team of 5, so you need the team
and their ideas, and
exactly. So you're feeling a bit resentful about that, and that's quite understandable.
And make it clear to the others how important it is as well. Because if not, the few people who have done it will make the decision, I guess.
Yeah, everyone needs to have done something and come up with their own ideas, don't they?
Yeah. Because if not, we might be missing out on a really good idea, I guess.
I think we should go away now.
Yeah. Just before we say, has everyone seen the YouTube videos? Maybe you
I've
haven't.
seen one of them.
I've seen one of them.
I mean, we are kind of lacking creativity. We're not sure how we're going to put this into a format. How there's they do give you some good ideas of how to sort of sell this out, how we're going to sell ourselves as a company. Because at the end of the day, that's what we are.
Okay, so should we look at some more videos and try and get some more?
Yeah.
Are there any other YouTube videos on this?
Apparently, if you Google leading and managing people, some come up.
Okay.
Some YouTube
I'm sure that's like previous groups have done it.
Yeah. Apparently.
Okay. So we can try and do that. Yeah, I think it would be a good idea to try and find some more. And
maybe it'll just spark us with a couple more ideas.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. Okay, let me just... Right.
Just trying to give you a little bit of help here. Presumably you're going to be sort of role-playing different scenarios and things. Why not have members of the team pretending to be different nationalities or something like that? Yeah. So that you'd have the manager trying to relate to somebody, and they're just completely non-understanding what the manager's saying. Not just because of language, but maybe because the body language is inappropriate or something. Maybe he's making this up as I go along. Maybe he's sitting like this, showing this, and this person is an Egyptian or something like that, which would be insulting.
Yeah, that's good.
The multicultural aspect is important. We are working in global teams now, and so I think this idea of flexing a style according to the multicultural nature of the team that you're working with might be might be quite appropriate.
It's like that video on a British guy who's trying to make a deal with these Japanese people, and obviously you have to socialise before business in Japan because it's rude just to sit down and do the whole thing, and they go to his restaurant, and if you finish your meal completely, it means you're still hungry. So they keep on giving him this eel soup, and the eel just gets bigger and bigger until it's like that, and so because he doesn't know, and that's kind of the things as well.
The HSAB adverts, you know, they have got loads of them.
Yeah,
they
it's
have
like
got loads of different
there's so
ones.
many rules we don't know about other cultures, I guess. So obviously, knowing what kind of people you're dealing with is very.
Yeah, that's true.
You've done the module, so you will be a great source of information there. Managing a diverse global environment.
I did that one as well.
Oh, okay, right. So there was a lot there, wasn't there?
So about different cultures, how they're different and things like that. So yeah.
Really?
Have you got any like notes and stuff that would be useful?
I'm sure I can bring them up. I have.
But it's like even in a setting like this, if I was doing something that maybe someone from a different culture thought was like very inappropriate, like even you don't even have to be in a business situation, it's just even socialising with people, and like we've all seen it, we've all experienced it as well. So,
yeah, true.
Yeah, we all know a bit about it though, that's the thing.
Yeah, you do. You know more about it than you think you know.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, you know, I talked about the 6 Goldman or Hamer-Burr styles. You could take a task and you could show the audience briefly what that task is. I don't know, to get out of the room immediately because there's a fire, and that task, because that task is so imperative that it gets done immediately, then it would be appropriate, because appropriate is the key word in this topic. It would be appropriate to tell everybody what to do, no matter what their nationality. Tell everybody what to do, get out. And then you could have another task that would be something completely different, something that involves a lot of thought and a lot of expertise, and you might then want to adopt a more empowering style with people, unless of course that one person who comes from Japan isn't understanding what you're saying, in which case you would need to be more directive with that person. So I'm not knocking that basic, what you were saying right at the beginning about authoritative, I'm not knocking that, but I'm saying just more subtlety around that.
Yeah.
Really, that was all I was trying to suggest.
Okay.
I don't know what to think about, I think. So,
I know.
Information.
So you all know what we're going to do for Sunday? The meeting,
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's very clear.
Yeah. We'll take it one step at a time, I think.
Yeah.
Build it around there.
Okay.
I'm sure it will come together. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay then, guys.
So 11 o'clock on Sunday
Yeah, I'll put the
at
ring.
Gypsy Lane.
Yep.